This is a truth that most men never hear, not from their doctor, not from their friends, not even from their own family. So if you're a man over 60, I need you to pause for a few minutes and really listen. This could be the one thing that finally makes the difference. If you've been waking up already tired, if your energy fades before lunchtime, if you've noticed your drive has vanished and your performance in every area of life, mental, physical, emotional, just isn't what it used to be. It might not be your age. In fact, what if I told you it could be the vegetables you're not eating? Hi, I'm Dr. Senior Man. I've spent over 30 years helping men just like you feel strong again, without pills, injections, or gimmicks. Just real, practical steps that work with your body, not against it. And today I want to share something with you that most doctors never bring up. I'm talking about 3 common vegetables, yes, vegetables that can literally change how you feel in just days. These 3 foods boost testosterone, improve blood flow, and give you long-lasting energy that doesn't crash halfway through your day. In fact, one of them works so well to enhance blood flow. Some doctors call it nature's Viagra. The second one quietly lifts your testosterone levels, no injections needed. And the third? It fuels your entire body like premium fuel, without the spikes and crashes that leave you groggy, foggy, or irritable. Here's the key. You don't just eat these randomly. You follow a simple daily pattern, morning, midday, and evening, that syncs up with your body's natural rhythm after age 60. And if you do, you could feel younger, stronger, and more you again in just 7 days. Sound interesting? Then stick with me. Because by the end of this video, you won't just have a list of vegetables, you'll have a simple daily routine to restore your stamina, your drive, and your confidence, starting today. But before we dive in, please tap the subscribe button and turn on notifications. I share weekly health insights created specifically for men over 60. And if you're serious about feeling strong again, drop a 1 in the comments so I know this message is for you. If you're still on the fence, drop a 0. That helps me improve and keep these videos real and relevant for you. Alright, let's get into it. Let's start with the most overlooked, most powerful part of male energy after 60, circulation. Yes, circulation, blood flow. Because if blood isn't flowing smoothly through your body, nothing else works like it should. Your energy, your confidence, your performance, all of it suffers. Without strong circulation, you feel sluggish. You feel small. You feel like a dimmer version of the man you used to be. But here's the good news. There's a simple vegetable, one you've seen hundreds of times, that can reboot your circulation in less than a week. I've seen it happen again and again in my clinic. Let me tell you about Gerald. 64 years old, hands like sandpaper, voice like gravel, a proud father of 4 who spent his life building homes. He came into my office one day, not for pain, not for back trouble, not for his knees. He leaned in, lowered his voice, and said, "Doc, I just don't feel like a man anymore. The fire, it's gone." He looked down at the floor when he said it. And I'll be honest with you, that's one of the most common things I hear from men in their 60s. They come in thinking they need testosterone, or a little blue pill. But the truth? It's not always about hormones. Often, the real issue is blood flow. Without circulation, nothing reaches where it needs to go. Your muscles, your brain, your performance. So I asked Gerald a simple question. Have you ever tried eating beets? He laughed. Actually laughed out loud. You think a vegetable can fix what medicine couldn't? I smiled and said, give it a week. Beets are one of the richest natural sources of nitric oxide. Your body converts the nitrates in beets into nitric oxide, which opens up blood vessels and sends more oxygen throughout your body. You feel that in your heart, in your brain, and yes, in the bedroom. So I gave Gerald a simple plan. 1 small glass of beetroot juice in the morning, or half a cup of cooked beets with lunch. No meds, no supplements, just that. 2 weeks later, he was back, big smile on his face. My wife told me to thank you, he said, but I still don't know what's in those things. It's not magic. It's just that beets unlock what's already inside you. More blood flow, less pressure, better oxygen, and it's backed by studies. Lots of them. Beets can lower blood pressure, improve stamina, enhance bedroom performance, support heart health, and even sharpen mental clarity. All from one vegetable. You can roast them, boil them, juice them, or toss them into a salad. Want to make them even better? Add a squeeze of lemon and a pinch of sea salt. That helps your body absorb the nutrients faster and more efficiently. So if you're tired of feeling tired, if you miss feeling strong, confident, alive, start with beets, 1 serving a day. It could be the spark you've been missing. If blood flow is your body's engine starter, then hormones are the fuel that keeps the engine running all day long. Because here's the truth. Even with great circulation, if your hormone levels, especially testosterone, are running low, you'll still feel like you're dragging through the day. The fire will start, but it won't burn bright. And after the age of 60, that fire starts to flicker quietly, often without warning. You might not notice it all at once. It's not always a big crash. But one morning you just wake up and something's different. The drive is gone. The motivation isn't there. You're not sad, just flat, like a car with no gas. So let me tell you about Martin. Martin was 68 when he came to see me. Sharp mind, witty, well-spoken. He'd led teams, built businesses, mentored young men. But the man sitting in front of me wasn't smiling. He said, Doc, I'm not myself anymore. I'm not depressed. I'm not sick. But I wake up and I just feel empty. I don't want to do anything. I don't feel like me. He paused and looked at me straight on. My fire's gone, but my body's still here. I nodded, because I've heard that more times than I can count. Most men have no idea that testosterone plays a key role in energy motivation, mood, mental clarity, drive, both physical and emotional, and after age 60, it declines silently, not always in extreme drops, but slowly, day by day, until you barely recognize the version of yourself in the mirror. But here's what most doctors won't tell you. You don't need risky hormone replacement therapies to feel better. You can support your testosterone naturally, and the most overlooked, underappreciated way to do that, a simple leafy green, spinach. Now I know what you're thinking. Spinach? Really? Yes, really. Spinach is packed with magnesium, one of the most important minerals for healthy testosterone production. You see, testosterone exists in 2 forms in your body. 1. Bound testosterone, which your body can't use. 2. Free testosterone, which fuels your energy, clarity, and mood. Magnesium helps convert bound testosterone into free testosterone. More free testosterone means you feel more energized, more focused, more emotionally stable, and more alive. That's not all. Spinach also contains folate, crucial for blood and nerve health, nitrates. Like beets, they support circulation plant-based compounds that protect your prostate, which plays a huge role in male hormone balance and performance. So I told Martin to do something simple. 1 cup of spinach every day. Boiled, steamed, sautéed in olive oil, blended into eggs or smoothies. Didn't matter how, just daily. He raised an eyebrow and said, "That's it?" I nodded. "That's it, but don't miss a day. Your body remembers how it used to feel. You just need to give it the signal." 3 weeks passed. Martin walked into my office, standing taller, eyes brighter, shoulders back. He smiled and said, "I'm walking more, I'm sleeping better. I even flirted with my wife the other day. She thinks something's up." And I told him the truth. Your body's just remembering who you are. Spinach isn't flashy. It's not trending on social media. But it's one of the best allies a man over 60 can have. It nourishes your hormones, fuels your mind, and strengthens the core of who you are. So don't underestimate it. Add 1 cup to your lunch or dinner every day. You might not feel the shift on day 1, but give it a few days and you'll notice. Better sleep, calmer moods, more energy, and a steady return of that quiet strength inside. The kind that doesn't have to prove anything, it just is. So now we've covered circulation and hormones. Beets to get the blood flowing, spinach to spark the internal flame. But what about stamina? That deep endurance that lets you keep going all day without crashing? That's where our 3rd vegetable comes in. Let me introduce you to the engine of endurance. And for that, I want to tell you about Charles. Charles was a 71-year-old retired firefighter, tough as nails. A man who ran into burning buildings when others ran out. But when he came to see me, he looked worn out. He said, "Doc, I'm not tired because I'm lazy. I'm tired because I just can't get my energy back no matter what I try. I walk more, I eat less. But by 2 p.m. I feel like collapsing." And I believed him. This wasn't just physical fatigue. It was something deeper. It was the kind of tired that wears down your confidence, dims your motivation, and makes every little task feel like a chore. I've seen that kind of tired too many times. And what's wild is, it's not always about age. Often it's about how your body uses energy. After 60, your ability to manage blood sugar changes. Even small imbalances can leave you with brain fog, mood swings, energy crashes, poor performance, low intimacy drive. The solution? A food that delivers clean, steady fuel without the crash. And that food is sweet potatoes. Yes, sweet potatoes. And no, they're not bad carbs. In fact, they're one of the best energy sources for men over 60. Here's why. They have a low glycemic index, which means they release energy slowly and steadily. No spikes, no crashes. They're packed with potassium, even more than bananas without the excess sugar. Potassium keeps your heart beating right, your muscles strong, and your body balanced. They contain fiber, antioxidants, vitamin A, and manganese, all crucial for long-term health and energy. I told Charles to try a simple recipe. Roast half a sweet potato with olive oil and a pinch of sea salt. Eat it with dinner, no gimmicks, just real food. He looked surprised. I thought I was supposed to cut carbs. And I told him, your body doesn't want less food, it wants better fuel. 2 weeks later, Charles came back with a twinkle in his eye. I'm not napping anymore, Doc. I've been fixing things around the house again. My wife's confused. She says I'm like a new guy. That's what real fuel does. It doesn't just keep you going physically. It changes your mood, clears your mind, restores your drive. Sweet potatoes are powerful, but only when used right. So here's the simple plan. Half a sweet potato with dinner every night. It helps stabilize your blood sugar, calms your nervous system, and gives you the fuel to end your day with strength, not struggle. Now we've got all three. Beets. To boost circulation, spinach. To elevate your hormones, sweet potatoes. To power your stamina. But the real transformation happens when you use them together in the right rhythm. That's what I call the vegetable protocol. A simple daily pattern that changes everything. And that's where we're heading next. Now you've met the three key players, beets, spinach, and sweet potatoes. Each one powerful on its own. But when you put them together, that's where the real magic happens. This isn't about becoming a different man. It's about returning to the strongest version of yourself. Because when you nourish your body in a way that matches your age, your biology, and your daily rhythm, you don't just feel better, you feel right. Your body works with you, not against you. You're not fighting for energy or focus anymore. You wake up already equipped with it. That's what I call the vegetable protocol. It's not a diet. It's not a trend. And it's not something you need to stress about tracking or measuring every second. It's just a natural daily rhythm using three powerful vegetables placed at the right time for the right result. Let me walk you through it. Morning. The circulation starter. First thing in the morning, right after you wake up, is the perfect time to activate your blood flow. Because when you improve circulation early in the day, everything else becomes easier. Mental clarity sharpens, muscles feel looser and stronger. Your heart beats more efficiently and performance improves. In every area, that's where beets come in. Your morning protocol is simple. Drink 1 small glass of beetroot juice, or eat half a cup of cooked beets, boiled or roasted. Do this before your main breakfast. It primes your system like flipping a switch on a generator. You might feel the difference immediately, like a lightness in your chest or an easier breath. But over the course of a few days, men report warmer hands and feet, better morning performance, stronger heart rate during walks, and a sharper, clearer head. That's because beets open up the flow, allowing oxygen and nutrients to actually get where they're needed. So start your day with circulation, because without blood flow, nothing else can work properly. Midday, the hormone rebuilder. By noon, your body's core systems are fully awake. That's the best time to give your body hormonal support. Testosterone levels are naturally higher earlier in the day, and eating the right nutrients at lunchtime helps reinforce that pattern. So your midday move is 1 full cup of cooked spinach, boiled, sautéed, or added to eggs or a smoothie. This one habit strengthens your hormonal foundation, mental clarity, mood, and emotional stability, and yes, your drive. Most men notice subtle changes first. They feel more in control of their reactions. They smile more. They have more interest in daily things again, like conversation, projects, even romance. That's testosterone working behind the scenes, and spinach helps your body access it naturally, without medication or synthetic boosters. So remember, midday is for your fire, and spinach is the spark. Evening, the energy stabilizer. Now we reach the evening, and by this time of day, most men over 60 hit the wall. You've felt it, that crash after dinner, the fog, the mental checkout, the "I'll do it tomorrow" attitude. That's not laziness. That's your body struggling with energy regulation, and sweet potatoes are the solution. Here's your evening protocol. Eat half of a medium sweet potato with dinner roasted or baked with olive oil and a bit of sea salt. This does 3 powerful things. 1. Gives you clean energy to finish the day strong. 2. Prevents blood sugar crashes that wake you up at 3 a.m. 3. Helps your muscles and brain recover overnight. You wake up feeling recharged, not drained. You sleep more deeply, your heart rate stays steady, and your mood the next morning is calmer, stronger, and more focused. This is your endurance vegetable, so don't skip it. Now I want you to see how all 3 fit together. Time of day, vegetable purpose, morning beets. Kickstart circulation and energy. Midday spinach, restore hormone balance and clarity. Evening sweet potato, provide lasting energy and recovery. When followed consistently, this rhythm supports stronger blood flow, higher free testosterone, more consistent energy, better sleep, and a renewed sense of confidence. And it works without medication, without extreme diets, and without giving up the foods you love. Just 3 vegetables 3 times a day. That's it. Simple, powerful, sustainable. But I want to leave you with one final truth. Because as much as I love food-based healing, there's one thing even more important than the food itself. It's something no doctor, no supplement, and no routine can give you. But once you unlock it, everything becomes possible. And I'll tell you exactly what that is next. So now you know the full picture. You've got the 3 vegetables, beets, spinach, sweet potatoes. You've got the rhythm, morning, midday, evening. And you've got the reason to feel like yourself again, strong, clear, alive. But now I want to talk about something even deeper. Something you can't cook, blend, or roast. And yet it may be the most important part of all. I'm talking about belief. Because without belief, you can have the best protocol in the world, and it won't matter. You'll talk yourself out of trying. You'll assume it's too late. You'll believe the lie that this is just how aging is. And that, my friend, is the real danger. See, after 30 years of working with men over 60, I've noticed something again and again. They don't walk into my office broken. They walk in doubting their strength, doubting their worth, doubting their ability to change. They've been told things like, "You're old now, slow down. That's normal at your age. You just have to accept it." And for a while they believed it. So they stopped trying, stopped moving, stopped fighting. But here's the truth, and you deserve to hear this clearly. You are not done. You are not too far gone. You are not too old. You are not past the point of change. If your heart is still beating, if your eyes are still open, if you woke up this morning, then there's still fire in you. And all it needs is a spark. That's what this vegetable protocol is. It's not about vegetables. It's about reigniting the spark. Beets for circulation. That's about waking up your body. Spinach for testosterone. That's about reclaiming your confidence. Sweet potatoes for energy. That's about rebuilding your momentum. And doing all 3 every day. That's about reminding yourself who you truly are. Not the tired version. Not the smaller version. But the real version. The one who still has strength, wisdom, and power to offer, not just to yourself, but to your family, your partner, your purpose. I've sat across from thousands of men who told me, "I don't feel like myself anymore." And every time I've looked them in the eye and told them, "You're still there. You're still in there. You haven't disappeared. You've just been buried, under exhaustion, doubt, bad food, bad advice, and the pressure to accept a slow decline as your only option." But now you know better. You know there's another way, and it doesn't require perfection. You don't need to become a health nut. You don't need to cut out everything you enjoy. You just need 3 vegetables at 3 times a day, with a mindset that says, "I'm worth this," because you are. Let me leave you with this. You don't need to chase your youth. You don't need to compete with your past self. What you can do starting today is build your strength forward. You can wake up with more energy, feel confident again in your body, rekindle that spark in your relationship, feel proud of how you show up every single day. And the beautiful thing is, it doesn't have to take months. For many men, the first shifts happen in 7 days. They stand taller, they smile more, they feel a strength behind their eyes again. And in just a few weeks, it becomes natural, like they were never gone at all, just waiting to be reminded. So here's your simple daily plan. Morning, half a cup of cooked beets or a small glass of beet juice. Midday, 1 full cup of spinach, boiled, sautéed, or blended. Evening, half of a medium sweet potato with dinner. Each one is a small promise to yourself, a vote for strength, a quiet way of saying, I'm still here. Start with one, then the next day. And if you miss one, no shame. Just begin again, because consistency, not perfection, is what builds change. If this message resonated with you, if you feel even a flicker of hope or clarity, then do something powerful right now. Like this video, share it with a man who needs to hear this, and drop a comment below with the word begin. Just that one word, because that's where every comeback story starts. Not with giant leaps, but with one plate, one day, one decision. You've got this. And if you haven't heard it lately, you still matter, you're still strong, and your best years can still be ahead if you choose to move forward with clarity and courage. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving your body another chance. Let's take this journey together, one step at a time, one meal at a time, one day stronger at a time. If you like Arch a video and subscribe to the channel, see you in the next video.